we'll begin with the, we'll continue the problems where we left over. The morning we had the discussion till here. Okay, if you can recollect. So we piston one is conducting. So the temperature of both these will be same. Okay, for now, the final pressure in chamber B is asking to get the final pressure in chamber. The heat flows that across the piston one. Then heat supplied by the heater coil. Okay, we got the pressure at A, we know it. Pressure at B, we have to calculate final pressure. How to get? We got the temperature. Tell me whose help I should take here. What process? Isochoric process. In isochoric process, how the pressure and temperature are related. P naught, P naught by V naught should be equal to, oh, sorry, okay. P naught by T naught should be equal to PB by TB. Temperature of the gas, let it be TB. And we know TB is equal to this much. Can we calculate the new pressure? So in the chamber B, the equation, P naught by T naught should be equal to PB by TB. So do we know temperature at B? Yes, we know. Substituting that, we'll get the pressure in the chamber B. So TB by T, so this will be 24, 1, P naught. Okay, no, so this is the option, what we got it. Now, the heat flows, the heat that flows across the piston one, how much of heat it has flown? How to get that heat now? Both the pistons are conducting. Both, okay, one is conducting, that is another is insulating. Okay, now how to get that heat flow? Then heat supplied to the chamber B should be equal to NCV delta T. In chamber B, it will undergo isochoric process. Cinder divided into 3 parts. Gamma is equal to how much? Contains an ideal gamma equal to 1.5. Okay, gamma will write it here. Gamma. How much gamma? 1.5. So what process the gas in chamber B? Isochoric process. In isochoric process, so what is the heat? Delta QB should be equal to number of moles NCV TB minus T naught. Number of moles P naught V naught RT naught. CV is R by gamma minus 1. TB is 21. So P naught V naught by gamma is 1.5. So 2 P naught V naught by T naught. Anybody? 21 minus 4, 17. 17 T naught by 4. So this will become P naught V naught 17 P naught V naught by 2. Okay, this is the heat has flown through the piston 2. Piston 1, sorry. What all heat the chamber B that it gets, it is due to heat flown through the piston 1. Okay, I think correct. 17 will be 18.5. This all. The heat supplied by the heater coil. Total heat supplied by it. How to bring this one? I have everything is available in front of you. Just do look at once. nice question where student has to really put effort. What will happen to overall volume of the cylinder? Gas in the cylinder remains same, no? Volume of this will increase, this will remain constant, this will decrease. So, but overall volume remains same. So net work done by the gas will be zero. So auto heat supplied convert into increase in internal energy of the gas in each part. And we know temperature in each part. Problem solved. So total heat supplied. I'll begin here. Okay, next one. Total heat supplied by heater coil. Q is equal to change in intensity, rise in intensity in each chamber. So this will be N R by gamma minus 1 Ta minus T naught. Nr gamma minus 1 Tb minus T naught. Nr gamma minus 1 Tc minus T naught. We know like Nr, I can write it as P naught V naught by T naught, and gamma minus 1 will be 1 by 2. So shall I write directly? This will be 2. Temperature of the gas in the A, 21 T naught. What to do here? Do we have temperature of gas in chamber C? Okay, 3 T naught by 2. Please do simplify and tell me the final answer. Answer will come 18 P naught V naught. Is it okay? 18 P naught V naught. Okay, ma. Yeah, thank you. This is net. We need not to get scared when you see many chambers. Huh? Just simple methodologies. Okay, so some questions. What is work done by the gas in the third chamber? It's an adiabatic process. Work done is what? Delta U. That's the only thing, no? Sir, can you calculate work done in this process? General thermic process. So how that pressure varies, we don't know when it moves. Can we calculate this force F? The difference of these pressures. Okay, we have anyway equation, no? So what is the equation? PB plus PBS plus F equal to PAS. Okay, that force here. Okay, now we know pressures also. We can calculate force in the rod. Force by rod on piston. Are you getting no? So many things are there. Just we have to stick on to the basic thermodynamics. That's all, nothing big. Huh? Okay, let me take you to the next part. Next question. Yeah, same idea. Read carefully. Read question, draw the diagram. Is asking, so what is the temperature rise of chamber C when we supply Q heat? Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll find out the total Q heat supplied by the heater coil. So then identify what process the gas will undergo in each part. Finally, I think this is what we have to check for it. Okay, let me get the diagram. I'll set up the diagram. Meanwhile, you can try with the question. Okay, this is what the okay. Let's bring the heater coil. There's the heater coil. Piston one is fixed. Piston one is fixed and diathermic. What do you mean by diathermic? Okay, piston one is fixed and it is diathermic. Okay, I'm not showing it being displaced. It is there only. Piston one is fixed and diathermic. Two is mobile and diathermic, whereas three is mobile and adiabatic. I don't know. I'm just making a guess. Maybe finally it will be off like this. Okay, let's get into the chamber A, B, C, same A, B, and C. So what was the initial volume V naught, P naught, T naught? And here also atmosphere is present. So what is the pressure will be P naught. There's a condition. So initial length, let it be L naught. May not be needed. Okay, let me. So this final length, let it be X1, length of this be X2, length of this be X3. Okay, let's get into one by one. What process the gas will undergo in the chamber A? Very fast you have to tell. What process?
Isochoric.
Isochoric.
Isochoric. Okay, good. Yeah, isochoric. I'll write it here. What about B and C? So here also that air will be there. No, the air will not go anywhere. So atmosphere is present. Very nice, simple problem. Okay, now finally there's a condition. So what do you expect here? So P naught S will be the thing that the air will exert a force on the piston. Okay, we have here piston 1, 2, piston 1, piston 2, piston 3. Okay, I think you almost we are going to end up this problem now. Okay, there's a piston 3, 2, and this is 1. Okay, now look at this. Finally, there's a final. Look at the second part of the diagram here. So here the air will exert force P naught S. So this is at equilibrium means what should be the pressure in the chamber C finally? Should be P naught only. Should be P naught only. So here. One condition is what that is being mixing. Find K. Assume assume all the process are quasi-static. He has to say this, otherwise. What happened? All the processes are quasi-static, means they take place very slowly. This piston, it will not accelerate, it will move slowly. This will also, it will move slowly. So when it moves slowly from rest to rest, so what will happen to pressure of gas will remain same, P naught. Now similarly, if this is also mobile, it's a mobile piston, means net force on it should be zero, no? Because only pressure force, air and pressure force of the gas is acting. So final pressure here should also be same. And look at that, what is telling, these two are conducting. Like a piston one is conducting and fixed. So what do you expect the final temperature? Should be same. And what about two? The two is also conducting, so the temperature should be same. So here the pressures will be different, no doubt. So pressure here I'll write P1. So what is the pressure in the chamber? B and C remains constant. So what process it is? Isobaric. Straight away, I think we have to jump into the problem. What is that total heat supply? The temperature rise of chamber C when we supply the heat Q. He's asking temperature rise, that one. So total heat supplied is how much? Q amount of heat is supplied. So what all the heat supplied? A part is used to rise the intensity of each part, and also there's a work done. How to get the work done? This is a very difficult thing. Of course, we know pressure is constant. Pressure in the chamber being constant, we know how to calculate work done. So shall we directly use formula? Isobaric process formula. The total heat supplied should be equal to delta UA delta UB plus work done in the chamber B delta UC plus work done in the chamber C. So what is delta UB plus W? Should be equal to heat. This should be equal to QB, QC. What is delta UA? Okay, quotient. This is gamma. So this will be okay, R by gamma minus 1. We don't have any information what is the type of gas. So delta U should be equal to NR gamma minus 1 T minus T naught. What is the formula you can write? I'll do one thing. Let me. To make problem very simple, you need not to do so. Because in what is the heat absorbed in isobaric process? NCP delta T. In isochoric process, NCV delta T. So T minus T naught. Have same gas. Initial volume and temperature of each chamber is V naught T naught. So number of moles must be same. NCP delta T, T minus T naught. NCP T minus T naught. Solve for this. So number of moles P naught V naught by R T naught R by gamma minus 1 T minus T naught. P naught V naught R T naught. CP, what shall I write? R gamma by gamma minus 1. Gamma CV, it should be. So therefore, gamma R by gamma minus 1 T minus T naught. P naught, V naught. Okay, this from here, 2 will come. R will get eliminated. So P naught, V naught, gamma minus 1, T minus T naught. This much is what I'll take outside. Let's see that afterwards what we'll get. One plus 2 gamma. Okay, we don't know that T, no? What to do with that T? We don't know that T. Anybody, how to bring that temperature? Yes, and I want
Number of
some
moles.
number of moles. There should be T naught in the denominator. Ma. T naught should be there. Okay, yeah, T naught will be there. Okay, okay, fine, yeah. Okay, number of moles in a given chamber must be constant. Okay, is it x1 equal to L naught chamber A? But again, we don't know pressure. Okay, I'll jump into the problem like this. What will happen to total number of moles of a gas? Okay, in each chamber, okay, we'll go for chamber A. In chamber A, what is the equation we can write it? P naught, V naught, RT naught. V naught is what? S into L naught. Volume, no? Final pressure, P S into same L naught RT. Because it's an isochoric process, no? So therefore, what is the equation we'll get? P naught by T naught equal to P by T. Keep this. Okay, this is one, this is equation two. Keep in mind, chamber B. Let's see in each chamber, what is a P naught, SL naught is equal to RT naught should be equal to, pressure is how much will be P naught only there. S X2. Here R T. So therefore, P naught by T naught is equal to P naught get cancels here, no? Here the equation will be X2 is equal to T by T naught into L naught. L naught is what we assumed it. Later on we can eliminate that also. Chamber C. P naught SL naught RT naught equal to P naught SX3 RT. X3 is equal to, okay, I have this much of information. So X2 equal to X3 I'm getting. Okay, now, so we wanted T, no? We didn't bother about any other parameter here. So in fact here, therefore, X2 equal to X3. But we need only T, that's all. From where to bring that T? Okay, look at once. What is asking? Is it needed? Temperature rise is asking. So already we got answer, no? Temperature rise is asking. What do you mean by temperature rise? T minus T naught only is asking. Huh? He didn't ask temperature. He didn't have that one. You see, like the temperature rise of the chamber seat. T minus T naught is asking. Okay, I think this only we should rewrite expression for that, and we have to simplify this one. Okay, anyway, but they may ask you length of the chamber. That's why I just wanted you to think this one. Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll just push. We'll rewrite this one. So this will become Q. Okay, all the things are there. So what is the value of K now? K will become 2. Answer will be 2. Okay, there's a thing. Okay, leave it. Okay, if they ask you anything further, no, length of the chamber, something, we have to use this particular method here. Read this question. Carefully read it. Some idea of spring is what I brought there. Draw the diagram, draw the diagram. Then I'll come into the picture. At least minimum a student should try to draw the diagram here. I think I'll 3 situations are there. So let me take it here. Yeah. See all these chamber problems, what is the method? Somehow what happened, we should understand the situation given. The rest of everything, writing equation, they'll be much easier. Only thing is we have to put effort in understanding the situation and identifying what process the gas will undergo. Once you get that, I think we can manage and there won't be that much of difficulty. So initially, Okay, there's a piston. This is the thing. So where is air now? So let me read the question. So here is what gas is present. I'll show like this. This will help us a lot. The cylindrical vessel shown in figure has two pistons in it. The piston left touches a spring attached to a wall of vessel. The wall has a hole in it. The volume of air between the pistons is volume of air. Okay, here initially some volume is there. Let me call that as V1. This is the thing. Okay, now this is like this. So there's a hole. What do you expect here? Pressure will be atmospheric pressure, and the pressure is initially equal to external atmospheric pressure. So here pressure is P naught. Now also pressure P naught. And what is the state of spring? Will be relaxed, or will it be compressed? Anybody? Should be, because P naught S force will act. And what is the state of spring? Spring will be relaxed. Okay, now what we do is going to, the piston on the right is slowly pressed inwards, maintaining constant temperature until its inner surface is at the piston where the inner surface of piston on the left was initially. So you will now displace in such a way that it will come to this position. There's a question. What happened to this piston now? The purple color piston. So it should get shifted. Okay, it will get shifted. Okay, let's assume. Let it come here till here. Now what is the state of spring? Spring will be compressed. So there's a gas now. See, we have to understand there's no other way. There's no other way. First, we'll understand what actually goes on. Then we'll get into the problem. Okay, after this. Until its inner surface, what will be the final volume of the air between the piston? The cross-section area of the cylinder is 100 centimeters square, and the force of 10 Newton compresses the spring by 1 centimeter. With this, we'll get the spring constant. Now also, what will be the pressure? Okay, now what will be pressure here? Will be air, because air will be present here. Air atmosphere. What is the state of spring? Compressed, elongated. What we can say? What will be the final volume of the air between the pistons? So the final volume we don't know. The pressure, let it be P. Uh, Maintaining constant temperature. Maintaining constant temperature. What are the forces that are acting? P naught S, PS, then spring force. Okay, I think this much is what I'm able to write it. What to do now? Okay, I think the last diagram not needed. And I'll take it off. This not needed, no? Delete it. Yeah. What do you expect? This length of this chamber, let it be X will Celtic. Because if the spring compressed by X, then definitely this should be the X net one. Will agree? This is very important. How much piston the wall, the purple color piston has undergone displacement, that much the spring has undergone compression. Agreed? Okay, let's write. What is the state of this? This is in equilibrium. Okay, we'll write equation now. P naught S plus Kx equal to Ps, where S is the area of cross section. What process the gas will undergo? The air will undergo between the pistons. Temperature constant isothermal process. So therefore, what we can write it as P naught. What was the initial volume? The volume of air V naught. No, it is. I'll change it. V naught. Okay, this one P naught V naught is equal to P into V. So initial pressure we know, initial volume we know. Okay, fine. And let me write here. What is the final pressure? Final pressure will be P naught S plus Kx by S. What is the final volume? Final volume will be S into X. So what we should calculate here? So P naught V naught P naught plus Kx. I think that's it will be like this. Huh? One S will get cancelled, no? So P naught Sx into Kx square. Solving for x is a unknown thing. We'll calculate x. Once we get x, what will be the final volume of the air between the piston? What is the final volume? V equal to S into x. So there's a quadratic equation we have to solve. So Kx square. Question is very simple until unless we don't we will understand it. X will come if you solve it approximately. This is approximately. Then substitute that, multiply with area of cross section. It is in cubic centimeter. You'll get the required answer. Okay, this one. Okay, let's take the next one. And this is some read the question. Other than chamber problem, you may expect a question of like this also. Okay, let's get into the discussion. Like it's a matching. Is asking what can be the things. No. Okay, VP graph. Volume versus pressure graph. How to? PV graph we have seen, no, volume versus pressure graph, how to analyze, how to really think on that one. There's a big headache because PV graph we know. So in volume versus pressure graph, that we has given a curve. So any method we have to apply. Okay, let me begin like this. So this volume versus pressure, the first part. Okay, this will break up the curve. A B and C. Let me do like this. So there's a volume. Okay, there's a pressure. So let me shade this part of graph. So what is work done in WAC? What about work done by the gas in here? It'll be positive, no? Because see, pressure is increasing, volume is also increasing. So work done by the gas from A to C will be positive. Then what about in CB? Volume of gas decreasing, pressure increasing. So work done will be negative. Then which area will be more? Or say here, so both are having same area. Don't go for area now. Magnitude of which will be more. You can see that here pressure is varying, increasing. Here volume decreasing. So which one will be more? So this will be more here. So if you want to write WCB, WAC. WCB will be more and it is negative. WCB, it's negative. Work done by the gas from A to C, it is positive. In terms of magnitude, so therefore net work done by the gas, positive or negative? Should be negative. Sir, how you can say WCB negative? You can see here volume decreases. Very simple idea, no? If volume of gas decreases, work done should be negative. Then how, okay, that one, that's negative, positive, I'm telling. How you can say magnitude? Because you see that one here, the pressure varies from PA to, this change in pressure will be more than this one. Huh? Here the pressure at this particular point will be more because what is the pressure? Work done equal to PdV. So therefore WCB will be greater than this one. So net work done will be negative. What about change in intensity? Volume of gas constant. Pressure increases, temperature must increase. Ideal gas equation. Temperature of gas at B greater than A. So therefore delta U will be positive. What about net work done? Will be negative. So what we can write here? W is negative, whereas delta U is positive. The first one, I'll go for option D. Okay, now PT graph. What is a PT graph? How to decide. So it's a really student has to put some small effort, nothing big, not a very big idea it is. Okay, there's a curve we have. Okay, I'll start like this. There's a pressure versus temperature. Okay, this is for option 1. Now we are starting the option 2. Okay, look at this curve. Look at now pressure, temperature. Can we say anything about the volume of gas at B and A? Anybody? So the slope of this, what we'll get? I use ideal gas equation. PV equal to nRT. We wanted volume, no? So nRT by P. Okay, look at and V equal to nR P by T. Where the slope is more, here slope is more. If slope is more for this curve, then volume should be less. So therefore, or you can write theta B. This is theta A. So with this, what we can conclude here, the volume of gas at B will be greater than A because the slope for this straight line, it is more than this one. I agreed all of you, P by T ratio. So theta B is greater than theta A. So therefore this will be greater than this one. So therefore VB will be less than VA. If VB less than VA, as the gas moves from A to B, volume of gas decreases, work done must be negative. Let's talk about temperature. Can we say anything about temperature? TB is in fact less than TA. So therefore, delta U will be negative. So therefore, what is the option you can pick up for same? Both W and U are negative. See, these are the types of questions what you can. Next again, TV graph. Getting this one? So we have to put effort. So students will try to search for a formula. No, you have to really think. Volume is increasing, so work done is positive. Directly, let me write it. What about delta U? TB less than TA, no? Okay, now come for the fourth one. Anybody? VA greater than VB? Pressure constant, as volume increases, temperature will increase. Okay, VB, no, final, VB less than VA. Then TB less than TA. So what we can write it as, this will be B. What is the conclusion? W positive, delta U negative, no? W positive, delta U is negative. This is C. You are going to face numericals of like this also. Yeah.
VB is less than VM.
Yes, sir, in fourth.
VB less than VA, I think. VB less than VA. W is negative, whereas delta U. Yeah, fine. Okay, option B. Okay, one more problem is there. Okay, anyway, tomorrow mains exam, no, nobody will ask you such a lengthy one. Tomorrow I'll discuss this question. Very good. If you want, you can try it. Or not needed. Prefer for tomorrow mains exam. Leave it. Tomorrow I'll discuss this question. Okay, I think will stop the class here. Okay, please revise all the different contents which are available. No, so recollect all the things. So plenty of syllabus you have. So recollect all the things so you'll be in better position. Okay, will stop it here.